What's up, y'all? Oh my God. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I got a word for y'all. So this morning, y'all come on in. I'm gonna need y'all to share this video. As soon as I finish, share this video. It's gonna help a whole bunch of people. Okay. So I'm in here doing what the Lord told me to do, pertaining to some stuff He got me working on. And I'm actually sitting waiting on something, right? And so in my sitting and my waiting, I was distracted by what I was waiting on. And so as I was sitting there, and then my anticipation was just for it, right? Waiting on that thing. And the Holy Spirit said to me, "You're safe." And I'm like, okay. And as the Holy Spirit told me I was safe, I began trying to wean my way out of being distracted by this thing, right? And so I'm going on about what I'm doing, and trying not to think about what's going on. And it's not that God didn't want me to think about what was going on. He wanted me to change my focus to Him. And so, like I said, while I was distracted by that thing in my head, because naturally I'm gonna think about it because I'm waiting on the thing, but He wanted me to know I needed to change my focus, y'all. And when I realized that the Lord was telling me I needed to change my focus, the anticipation grew even higher in regards to waiting on this thing. And so I'm looking around, waiting, and I'm anticipating, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm jittery, and I'm moving all around the place, anticipating what I'm waiting on. And even when the Lord spoke to me and told me that I was safe, my mind still wondered, right? I wasn't worrying about what I was waiting on. I was anticipating the wait, right? And so as I sat and I watched, as I was waiting, God was moving those very things out of the way. But as I sat, I watched and I witnessed God moving those very things out of my way that I was anticipating on during the wait. And He was moving them out one by one. And then I got real anxious at this point. I'm like, okay. And this showed me that even in our moments where we say we trust God, we still have flawed moments, but God's nudge, that nudge, oh my God, it's something about God's nudge. He does it big every time on that. When God nudges me, he nudged me in my spirit, and He told me I was safe. And what's crazy is when I was sitting anticipating the wait, God started clearing out those things that I was wondering about. I couldn't see it the first time when He was clearing it out because I was so distracted by being in what I was in that I missed Him doing what He said He would do. Catch this. While I was distracted by what I was in, my God, I missed what God was doing already. I missed what He was doing already. And so as I sat there, just taking all of this in, I got out of my distraction mode, right? And I began, doing what I had set out to do. And I got out of my distraction mode and I started doing some other stuff, and I came across a video, and she was talking about some things that was going on with her. And she said out of her mouth, God said, what I said for you to do, it is mandatory for you to do it. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all catch that? After me sitting there anticipating and waiting, and God spoke to me, He nudged me in my spirit, and He spoke to me and told me I was safe. My mind was still wandering. I was still being distracted by the thought of me being in that very thing. But as I watched that video, and her words, the first words out of her mouth, she began to speak. She said, as she was going through the things that she was going through, she said the Holy Spirit spoke to her and told her that what God said to do it, because it's mandatory. Y'all, talking about a deep conviction in my soul. Oh Lord, that conviction was so deep in my soul, so deep in my soul. So, but I laughed it off and I just shook my head, and I had to jump on and make this video because somebody needs this word. And so my message to whoever is watching this video, and whatever you are distracted by, from whatever it is that God has told you to do it because it's mandatory. Do it because it's mandatory. My God, I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.